On a quiet and somber day, Miyako sits beside her mother's coffin during a traditional Japanese funeral. A black and white photograph of Hayako is placed on the altar, surrounded by white chrysanthemums. The atmosphere is filled with sadness and mourning.
Mother, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said those things. I never thought those would be the last words I spoke to you.
Miyako is overwhelmed with guilt and sorrow, haunted by the words she angrily thought in her mind on that fateful day. After the funeral, Miyako decides to explore the attic. As she opens an old bookshelf, she discovers a worn, leather-bound book titled Time Traveler.
This book? Mother used to read it all the time. But what is it about?
Miyako opens the book and finds it tells the story of a mysterious desert tribe with a time machine that can take her back to change the past.
If I could go back, maybe I could save Mother.
With determination and hope, Miyako decides to seek out the tribe mentioned in the book. She knows that crossing the desert won't be easy, but her love for her mother and the desire to save her drives her forward.
I have to do this. I have to save Mother, no matter what it takes.
Miyako bravely begins her journey across the vast, arid desert. The scorching sun beats down on her as she trudges through the endless sand dunes, determined to find the tribe. Despite the harsh conditions, Miyako's love for her mother fuels her determination. She continues on, even as exhaustion begins to set in. After what feels like an eternity, Miyako finally meets Muna, the wise leader of the tribe, a plump orange tabby cat with a calm and knowing expression.
You have traveled far, little one. What brings you here?
I need your help. I've heard you have a time machine. I want to go back and save my mother.
Muna listens to Miyako's plea and, after a moment of thought, agrees to show her the time machine, warning her of the consequences.
Be careful, young one. Changing the past is not as simple as it seems.
This is it. This is my chance to make things right.
Remember, the past is delicate. Even the smallest change can have unforeseen consequences.
Miyako steps into the time machine, her heart filled with hope and determination. As the machine whirs to life, she closes her eyes, ready to face whatever comes next. As the time machine activates, Miyako is enveloped in a swirl of light and sound. She feels herself being pulled through time, her surroundings shifting rapidly until she finds herself back in the familiar garden. On the day it all began.
I'm back. This is my chance to change everything.
The rain is falling just as it did that day, and Miyako sees her past self playing in the garden. She knows what she must do, but her heart is heavy with uncertainty. Miyako watches as her past self argues with her mother, Hayako. She remembers the anger she felt and the words she thought in her mind. This time, she knows better.
I have to do it differently. I have to make it right.
Instead of resisting, Miyako decides to obey her mother's call. She quietly enters the house, hoping that this small change will save her mother. But as the day progresses, she realizes that her mother still falls ill, just as she did before.
No, it's still happening. What did I do wrong?
Miyako is devastated as she realizes that no matter what she did, she couldn't change her mother's fate. She returns to the present, her heart heavy with sorrow, but also filled with a new understanding.
You see now, young one, some things are beyond our control. The past shapes us, but it does not define us.
I understand now. I can't change what happened, but I can live on, cherishing the memories and lessons I've learned.
Miyako returns to her home, the memories of her mother alive in her heart. She has found peace, not by changing the past, but by accepting it.
Thank you, Mother. I will live on with the love you gave me.